But with that, as we get down to the meat and potatoes of TLC, let's talk about TLC and what is taking place on this show. So this coming Sunday from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we've got TLC Live on the WWE Network, and I thought I would give you my predictions on what I think could possibly be taking place. So first off, I think Aleister Black will be coming up victorious over Buddy Murphy. These are both two guys that Paul Heyman adores, loves, really wants to do something with, and that's how we got this match. He said, hey, I like both of these guys. I know we don't have room to give them each a match at the pay-per-view, so screw it. Let's put them together in a match that should be a really good match, and I hope to God this does not get pushed to the pre-show, because unfortunately, this has nothing against the two guys. It's just the way they've been positioned. It's got pre-show written all over it, unfortunately. But I am going Aleister Black defeating Buddy Murphy. Next up, we do have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. The Viking Raiders have issued an open challenge. And first thing I'm going to say here is take this with a grain of salt. But it's an open challenge. Now, I know a week ago the plan was Gallows and Anderson, but WWE.com may have spoiled this. There's a Twitter account that did some deep diving into the back end of WWE.com and found out that when you actually look at what the image on the TLC preview page is titled, it says the Viking Raiders versus Andrews and Webster. Yes, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. So there is a slight chance that Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews of NXT UK could be taking up this open challenge on Sunday. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but WWE.com, that is what they have the image of the Viking Raiders on the TLC preview titled. Just saying. I know a week ago it was Gallows and Anderson. Things could have changed. Why? Who the hell knows? Next up in a tables match, we got Rusev versus Bobby Lashley. And ain't this a simple one? Go Rusev. Oh boy, Rusev. Miroslav picking up the victory over Bobby Lashley. Finally, putting these two, Bobby Lashley and Lana, in the rear view. Then going forward, we do got the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line in a ladder match nonetheless, just announced today. New Day versus The Revival. I think this match will be very, very fun. And this is a hard one for me. Do you take the titles off the New Day already? Or do you strap The Revival? Give them the tag titles with only 4 months left in their contract. Say, hey, look, we can do something with you. Don't leave. You know, because the Revival's contracts do come up in April. And as of right now, we've heard they ain't that happy. So if WWE says, hey, we'll put the belts on you if you want to stay. Maybe, but I'm going to lean a little more to the left. I'm going to go New Day, though. I'm going to go New Day retaining the titles. Next up, we've got in a non-title match, Bray Wyatt, the man, taking on The Miz. And it's obvious. Well, actually, it's not. You would say it's obvious that Bray Wyatt just destroys The Miz. But if that's the case, why isn't the title on the line? Why isn't it The Fiend? If Miz is not winning, then why not have The Fiend there on Sunday? Why not put the title on the line? That's what almost makes me think that Miz is going to pick up some sort of a victory. Maybe it's a fluke flash roll-up. Maybe it's DQ. But even at that, you wouldn't lose the title. Bray, the Fiend, wouldn't lose the belt off of DQ. But I'm just very perplexed here. Because if Miz is not winning, which I don't think he's picking up the victory over Bray Wyatt, why not have it a title match? Why not have it The Fiend? I also understand, okay, you don't want it to be The Fiend because the whole thing is The Fiend scalped Daniel Bryan, and we haven't seen Bryan nor The Fiend since. We don't know if they're together, separate, what they're doing. That's fine. But at the same time, it's like, why not put the title on the line? Unless for some reason Miz may be winning, but in the overall picture, predictions for prediction's sake, I'm going to say Bray Wyatt. So then going forward, with the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, we've got in a TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, the Kabuki Warriors defending against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. And I'm going to go the Kabuki Warriors picking up the victory, and then coming out of this match, Asuka challenges Becky at Royal Rumble. So Kabuki Warriors win, and then Asuka becomes somehow the number one contender to Becky in the Raw Women's Championship. And finally, in what could be the main event, the women's tag title match could also be the main event, we've got Roman Reigns versus Corbin in a TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. And I mean, Roman got humiliated last week. They got dog food on him. He's got to pick up the victory Sunday. I think he's got to pick up that victory at TLC. So I'm going Roman Reigns there as well. And guys, those are my predictions for this Sunday's WWE TLC pay-per-view from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We will be doing a live review and recap as we do after every WWE pay-per-view. So we'll see exactly what does go down. Again, there's only 7 matches so far announced. Nothing has been placed on the pre-show, or nothing new has been announced for the pre-show. So we'll see how it all does go down.